And this is my walk home. Not creepy at all, right? So it's 10 o'clock and I am almost home. It has been one long day. Oh man. So I bought myself some sugar-free chocolate because I can't have regular chocolate. And I'm gonna love it and it's gonna be delicious.
Hi. Okay, so we watched the show called The Mentalist. Cheryl hasn't caught up completely. Did I end up showing you that little end piece?
I don't think so.
I think of The Mentalist as turn off your brain and just be amazed by the wonder that is the main character. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. How did you figure that out? Neat. And I don't think ahead in that show at all.
And I'm the complete opposite. I am trying to figure it out. I am trying to go, okay, so how does he know this? And I'm trying to like work it all out in my head. Same as with Sherlock, same sort of thing. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't do that.
I don't just sit back. I'm like, okay, I need to know what's happening. So he'll ask me like when I come home sort of thing if I want to watch it. I say no because I want to watch a show that I have to think about. And I want a funny show, which is why I usually watch YouTube when I come home because you don't have to think about that at all.
This is true.
I mean, if I come home at 5, sure. But if I'm home at like closing shift, then
I guess it's because for things like The Mental... Okay, if it's a show that I'm invested in the characters, then yeah, I'll agree. Like, I will spend a lot more attention to what I'm watching. So if it's like Breaking Bad or Castle, I will spend more mental time watching that because I care about the characters more. If it's something like The Mentalist, I could care at all.
I think it's because I look at it from an actual logical view. Like, I that's why a lot of like the cop shows you suggest I don't watch because I'm like, no, because I'm just gonna get too hung up on, okay, what's the case? Who's the murderer? Like,
Speaking of those cop shows, you have not watched any more Broadchurch or The Irish one. With the Irish kid. The one with Gillian Anderson.
I forget what it's called. Because I can't just watch a cop show to watch a cop show. Like, when I watch the cop show, the exception is Castle. See, Castle I could watch after a long day.
I can't.
Because I like the customers. I like the characters so much that the actual case itself I don't really pay too much attention to. Because I'm more focused on the actual characters, whereas something like The Mentalist, there's only 2 characters, and I'm like, okay, I don't even really like The Mentalist as much as I probably should. I like his partner more, so that one I pay attention more to the story. So.
You've been working too hard.
It's been a really long... I was running for 9 hours, pretty much.
So did they yell at you about your nails?
No, because the manager can't see.
Cheryl was worried about her... Did you show them? Yeah, see the Fan Expo nails? There's the TARDIS on one nail. And then you have Bad Wolf written on the other. And then you have number 10 and 11. And then Dalek. Yeah. And they look spectacular. And Cheryl was all worried that the managers would get upset. So what do you want to watch? Do you want to watch Dexter or do you want to just sit back and watch YouTube?
We can watch Dexter. That one, I like the characters. So I don't have to super concentrate on the case. Because they spell it out enough for you that you don't have to really do so.
I don't think they really spelled out anything this season, though.
No, they're kind of, they have, 6 episodes left to wrap it all up? 4?
Not even. Yeah.
So at this point, it's not even whether I'm tired or not, that doesn't even matter. I just want to know what is happening.
And who likes the brains that much?
Yes.
Which one of you likes the brains?
None of you.
Seriously.
All of you. Stop it.
Just tell us.
Stop it! I meant stop the brains. Not you. I meant stop the brains.
We were just watching some YouTube vlogs and all that kind of stuff. And it's weird because, like, you said that you hope that our kids are that cute.
Yeah.
As Brock, Shay's youngest kid.
Rocktard!
Then I jokingly said that if they're not, it's Cheryl's fault.
Clearly, he didn't see pictures of me as a kid because I was adorable.
This is very true. I don't know, it's just weird because we're not even married yet, and we are actually talking about kids and stuff, and it's weird.
Weird, bad? Or
No, weird, good.
Oh.
But just, I don't know, I still don't think of myself as like, oh, he could clearly be a dad.
I don't think either of us will actually feel that until we are parents, though.
It's just weird to think that we would be responsible for
Another.
a person out there, throwing out a person into the world and going, do things.
Don't get me wrong. It's a terrifying notion. As we get closer to the wedding, I can see us with a younger and younger kid. Like, before when we talk about kids, like, I can see them once, like, they're teenagers and we're the cool parents. But it's, like, slowly you can see them, like, younger and younger. But
So, like, Benjamin Button?
No,
because they start off older and then become younger?
No, like, I could picture us with, like, a younger and younger child. Before it would be like, I can't imagine having an actual infant.
Oh, okay.
Or an actual toddler. I could only picture us, like, once they've grown up and they're, like, teenagers. But as we get closer to the wedding, it's like, okay, I can picture us with, like, a 6-year-old.
Just watching the video just got me thinking about that. I was just like...
Well, you better get used to it.
Don't worry. It's not... it's nothing that I'm saying right now is in the negative.
No,
it's just that it's weird thinking of myself in that way.
It's weird to think of the point that possibly within the next 2 years...
Yeah.
You may be a father.
And I apologize in advance. Will you be one of those women in the hospital, like, yelling at me? Yelling at, like, their husband?
I have no clue.
Going like, this is all your fault! I hate you!
I think I'll be passive-aggressive and I'll just make you a shirt beforehand that you have to wear to the hospital that says, this is my fault.
And it's, like, bright pink.
Yes.
With, like, neon letters.
Neon green letters. This is my fault.
With, like, an arrow pointing down at my genitals.
No, I'm not that mean. I think it's because we still think of ourselves as, like, early 20s sometimes. It's funny you mentioned kids, though. 'Cause the other day I was looking up, like, house prices. Because, I mean, that's something else we gotta kind of think about. And because when I was at the bank with one of my managers, they had sheets of houses. And some of them were like $125,000, which for Toronto is a steal. Even with the worst mortgage rate possible, it was still $300 less than what we pay here. So with water, utilities, and stuff like that, it would still be less than what we pay here. And it would be
something
our own
we would
home.
would be building towards owning.
Yeah, which makes me think, oh my god, like why are we renting? This is so stupid. Obviously, you can't just jump into buying a house, but okay, we really need to look at this after we get married.
Dang it, I missed. There we go.
Thank you. Clearly not before, because weddings be expensive, but...
Weddings be expensive.
One of the girls at work is so, like, she loves houses. Well, when I was like, oh, we kind of looked at houses, and she's like, ooh, and she, like, rolled across the floor to come and talk, and
wait, explain rolled across the floor.
Oh, she was in a chair. She was in an office chair.
She, like, was standing up straight, was like, ooh, falls onto the floor and rolls her way forward.
No.
I just had, like, the weirdest vision of that happening, and I'm just like, why would somebody be like, do-do-do-do-do, ooh, kaboom!
You sound like that creepy guy. Ooh, like,
John, isn't John Waters?
But anyway, so when I was like, oh, we're, starting to, like, price houses and kind of figure out what area we want to live in, and she honestly put down her phone, she rolled across in an office chair, she rolled across the lunchroom and was like, oh, do this and that, and don't go with their inspectors, hire your own inspectors, and I was like,
I knew that.
Yeah, me too. And don't do their lawyers, and I was like, she's like, don't look at the cosmetics, it's your first home. Don't look at the cosmetics of it. You can change that, just make sure the foundation is good. And it was funny, which, I mean, all this stuff I knew because my parents did it, and his parents did it, so it was...
Actually, my parents did it the wrong way. I've seen the horror stories, and I've watched enough buying houses on TV things, to know.
Okay, and this clip is 10 minutes, so...
So, Cheryl clearly looks like she's tired, because if you zoom in on her eyes...
It's a red.
Red eyes.
Ew, don't do that.
Red eyes.
Don't do that. That's so gross. Now you can see how severe my lazy eye is without glasses.
I love your lazy eye.
I don't.
I love your other eye. Today's vlog not as exciting
Sorry.
as it could have been, but we both worked really long hours, and tomorrow Cheryl is home the entire day. So imagine the hijinks that this one will get into.
PlayStation, crafting, and cleaning.
Okay, that's exciting. You'll tune in for that, won't you?
Better.
Yeah, see now she's all threatening. Way to go.
This is the best face you've ever seen. Night, guys.
All right, good night.